That should intrigue him.
I forgot all about Eden. She's gonna be so ticked. Damn it, she didn't wait. I can't believe how stupid I am. She practically dug me out of that tunnel single-handedly. You are such a fool, boy.
Now from our newsroom. We have an update on the explosion and cave-in at the Capwell estate earlier today, which claimed the life of Henry Judson and resulted in hospitalization for several members of the Capwell and Lockridge households. The latest word is that Gina and Ted Capwell, the wife and son of C.C. Capwell, who were trapped in the tunnel, are said to be doing well, as is Santana Andrade, daughter of the Capwell housekeeper. In a statement to the press, Mr. Capwell expressed his gratitude that his family and Ms. Andrade escaped with only minor injuries. Cleanup crews are still working to repair the damage at the estate. Police have not yet determined what caused the explosion, which triggered the massive cave-in. More news later.
It's not a matter of what caused it, pal. It's a matter of who. And we're damn sure gonna find out.
You know, I see the last of my little bit of schoolhouse for sure.
Well, you obviously still have a lot to learn.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I want to thank you for sending me all those flowers. That was pretty sweet.
And for your afternoon stroll?
Oh, yeah, don't let go of my leash. I might be lost.
Oh, yes. She's right here. Hold on, please. Mrs. Parks, there's a call for you.
Me?
Yeah. Hello?
Oh, hi, Amy.
It's Amy. Really? Official looking?
No, don't open it. I'll do it when I get home. Right. Okay, I'll be there soon, okay? Bye.
Hey, what's wrong?
I don't know. I got another one of those telegrams from the Navy.
Hey, wait. Remember how much you worried about the last one? Everything turned out to be okay? Come on, I'm sure it's just to confirm that everything's all right. Everything's all right.
You're up, getting a little exercise.
Yeah, I am.
Well, if they're letting me go home, they should let you go home, too.
Well, they just said he'd talk to me pretty soon about when I can.
Good.
Come on, let's go to my room.
Sure.
And when he comes back, have him meet me at the desk, okay?
Okay, that's good.
Ted, I thought maybe we'd lost you.
Oh, no, not yet.
Morning,
Sorry if
Doctor.
I kept you waiting, Doc.
No problem.
Good morning, Doctor. How's my boy doing?
Well, you're going to be happy to hear that we're ready to release him.
Good.
And the x-rays confirm that there are no internal injuries. Of course, he's going to be a little sore for a couple of days, but better to be sore at home than here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I'll say, can I go right now?
I'll have the release papers made out while you're getting dressed.
Fine, you can drive home with us.
Oh, by the way, we're going to be releasing Santana Andrade as well.
Great, we'll all get sprung at once.
You know, I don't know what we're doing wrong here, but everyone's always so anxious to get out of here. I'll meet you at the desk when you're ready to go.
Okay, I won't be long.
So,
Thanks a lot, Doc.
okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, here, let me help you with that.
I'll just kind of... So, who's taking care of Brandon? Who's taking care of him?
Oh, Kelly is. She volunteered.
Oh, good. She's always been good with kids.
Mm-hmm, yes.
You know, I'm starting to feel like Brandon's going to be one of the family here, Dad.
Well, Brandon is one of the family.
Well, not technically, dear. I mean, if you're speaking about the adoption, it's not final yet.
Well, that's not what I meant. I guess this is a good time to get this whole thing out in the open.
What thing?
I know about Brandon.
What do you mean you know about Brandon?
I know that Brandon is the son of Channing Jr. and Santana. There's no reason to pretend any longer I don't know.
How the hell did you find out about that?
Eden told me. She wanted to upset me, and she certainly did it.
Wait, is this true, Dad? Is Brandon really Channing's son?
Yes, Ted, it's true.
Where's Kelly?
Just making a phone call. I told her we'd wait in here instead of at the car. Why? Aren't I good company?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't sound too convincing to me. How about I take a few pictures of you while we're waiting?
Of me?
Sure. You don't always have something to remember you by. You really like her, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. She is a great girl. Now, can I have a big smile? Boy, are you a ham.
What's a ham?
You don't know what a... People who make faces in front of the camera. Like this.
I didn't do that.
No, you didn't. You did this.
Let me take a picture of you. I'll bet you're a big ham, too.
I'll bet you're right. Here, try this on for size. Make a photographer out of you yet. Now, you're going to look through there, right? When you're ready to take a picture, push that button.
You mean that one right there?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Listen, it's not as easy as it sounds. It takes years of practice to know exactly when to push that button.
Not me. I know already. I'm going to push it now.
A born photographer. Amazing. Tell you what I'm going to do.
What?
I'm going to show you the enlargements when I get them blown up, and we will see exactly how good a photographer you really are.
All right.
All right.
I don't know how Eden could have told you that. It's so irresponsible.
Well, she did. Ask her. She told me because she wanted to hurt me.
I can't imagine how she found out.
I know you love her, but she waited for a time when she knew I was depressed, and then she told me. She actually gloated about it.
I cannot forgive her for this. But I have to find out how she found out. Someone else betrayed me, obviously. I'm going to have a long talk with her about this. I've never known her to be so uncaring and reckless about other people's feelings.
Why didn't you tell me about Brandon's real parents? You trusted somebody else with this information. Why not me?
I didn't want anyone to know, and I didn't tell anyone. Somebody found out, though. They figured it out. It was none of my doing. I was appalled when I realized it had gotten out.
Is that the real reason you married me? Because of Brandon? Because you loved and wanted him? And I was just part of the package?
Gina, that's not true.
Isn't it?
Believe me. I know I should have told you, and I'm sorry that I didn't, but... Well, the thing was that I didn't know how to broach it. And as time went on, I delayed things, and I kept putting them off.
Cece, do you love me? I mean, do you love me for myself, even if I didn't have Brandon?
Of course I do.
Oh, I need so badly to believe that.
Believe it, because it's true. But you've got to be patient. Give me time, and I'll prove it to you. Oh, I want to make you the happiest woman alive. And having Brandon is just a wonderful addition.
I hope that's the way you really feel. But Eden was so cold and so hard.
Darling, Eden is just a little jealous, that's all. She's always had my full attention, and she just resents having to share it with someone else. She'll get over that.
I don't know if she will.
Of course she will. Give her time.
I'm not so sure, Cece. I have the feeling she's trying to drive a wedge between us, and that scares me. I don't know what I'd do if she really tried to break us up. I know how much she means to you.
What you haven't learned is how much you mean to me. I want you to listen to me. Nothing and no one is going to break us up. I'm going to talk to Eden and straighten her out. You're to worry about nothing.
You make me feel so much better.
Cruz, read this before entering, Eden.
Dear Cruz, I waited here as long as I could. I hate waiting, but you already know that. So I'm on my way to the hospital now. Why don't you meet me there? I'm ready to reopen negotiations. Love, Eden.
Negotiations? Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, why don't you find out, Cruz?
I'm not going to be a coward about it this time.
Without a doubt, the most pig-headed woman I've ever met. That's right, I said pig-headed.
You two at it again?
She won't listen to reason. I don't know what to do anymore.
What kind of reason won't she listen to?
She won't quit work, all right? She's not taking care of herself the way she's supposed to. Every night she comes home exhausted. But if I say anything to her about it, then all of a sudden, like, I'm the enemy or something.
Oh, Rick, can't you see she loves you?
And she lets Jeff Barber get to her, too.
Oh, that rat.
Which is ridiculous. I mean, he's not going to bother her again.
Do you think he's out of her life for good?
Yeah.
I hope so. It's such bad news. And you know what? You could be a little bit more patient with her. You're kind of hot-tempered yourself.
Yeah, I know. I get a little rough on her sometimes, but there's a reason for it.
Listen, why don't you go back in and make up with her, huh?
No, I'm just gonna leave her alone for a while. Listen, I'm gonna walk around the block, okay?
Cool off?
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Okay, here we go. Missing. Plane crashed. It can't be true. It just can't be true.
I've said this to Cece, now I'm saying it to you. I think you were both very wrong in keeping something like that from me.
Perhaps we were.
Perhaps? You said you wanted to be my friend, and now I realize you only wanted to do that because you wanted to get close to my little boy.
Yes, okay, Gina, it's true. I'm not very proud of it, but I'm not going to make it any worse by lying about it. In the beginning, that was my motive. I wanted to win him over, and then I was going to try and take him away from you. What? I said in the beginning. But then I did like you, and I saw how much you and Brandon loved each other.
I don't believe you.
Why not? I went away, didn't I?
And you're back, aren't you?
Not to take him. Only to see him.
You still want him?
I still love him. But I have no designs on him. The whole reason for leaving Santa Barbara in the first place was to make certain that he didn't find out I was his mother.
How would he find out?
Mason was going to tell him.
Mason? Why would Mason tell him?
Because he wanted me to marry him. He was using it as a threat to get me to agree. So I left town. I told Mason it didn't matter whether he told Brandon or not. I'd never marry him anyway. I thought it had worked, Gina. When I got back here, Mama said it was still a secret.
Until Eden opened her big mouth. Bet she heard about this from Mason.
I don't know. I only know I am as sorry as I can be that you ever found out.
And you're here on a visit?
Yes, to see my family. And to make certain that Brandon was well. And I must tell you, Gina, you've taken care of him beautifully. Mama says he's very happy now. And I tell you what. If you don't want me to, I won't see him.
I hate to sound hard-hearted, but I don't want you to see him. I don't want you anywhere around him. I'm married to Cece now. And if you try to take my little boy away from me, or try to hurt us in any way, I'll stop you.
Why would I want to hurt you?
I don't know why you would do anything. I just know I don't trust you.
But why? Gina, we've been good friends, and now all of a sudden you are angry and hostile, and I haven't done anything.
Yes, you have. You lied to me, pretending all the time in the south of France you were my friend. Now that's a lie, and you know it.
There was nothing else I could do. I was in a very difficult position myself.
I'm giving you a fair warning. You'll be in an even more difficult position if you try anything with me. This time you stay away from me. At least I'm being honest with you, Santana. That's a lot more than you've ever been with me.
Well, you're up and around again.
Yes, I'm glad to be.
You had a close call.
I know that, believe me.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't worse.
I don't know how glad you're going to be when you find out I repeated to Cece what you told me about Brandon.
Why?
Because he's furious with you. And if you're planning to talk to him right now, I advise against it. He's absolutely livid.
You know, most people, when they come close to death, try to reform their old ways. I don't know why that didn't happen to you.
You thought you were really hurting me, didn't you? But it's all rebounded right back onto you. You're in a lot of trouble with your father. You're going to be for a long time now. And I hope he makes you suffer the way you've made other people suffer. You did everything you could to break us up, to stop him from marrying me. But it didn't work. And now I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Give me time. I might think of something, Gina.
Gina told me everything. I want to have a talk with you at home later. You know, it's bad enough that you've disappointed me. But what makes it worse is that I don't feel I can trust you any longer.
Daddy, if you just let me say something.
I'll talk to you later. I've got several questions I want to ask you, and I want the truth of them. Gina, Ted.
Can I borrow a pen?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. I'm Eden Capwell, and Cruz Castillo is going to be coming by here to look for me. Could you possibly give him this note?
Oh, of course.
Okay. This is his name right here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Excuse me. I'm looking for my father and my brother.
Oh, Mr. Capwell, they just left.
Thanks. I'll try to catch it.
Orderly to fourth floor nurse's station. Orderly to fourth floor nurse's station.
Santana?
Hello, Mason.
Quite a homecoming you had.
Yes.
You look like you're all right. Are you?
Yes. I have to tell you, I feel exactly as I did when I left.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I felt awful about the way we parted.
How are you and Cece? Did you finally work things out?
No, things are worse than ever. I guess a lot of it's my own fault, but... Oh, no.
What?
Videotape. Forgot all about it.
What are you talking about?
I can't explain now. I'll talk to you later, Santana.
What is it?
Tower.
It's nice.
Eden.
Oh,
have you been to the hospital yet?
Yes, I did. And Santana's fine, but I didn't see her.
I know she's all right. I've been checking. How about Ted and Gina?
They've been released. In fact, I'm surprised I beat them home. They left the hospital before I did. How is he?
Fine. I told him his mother was in a little accident, but that she was all right.
Oh, that's good.
I was going to take him to the beach in a little while, but if Gina's coming home, could that be she?
Well, I doubt Gina would forget her keys to the kingdom.
Santana, darling. Oh, I'm so glad you're all right. Come in, come in.
Hi.
Hello, Eden.
I made some iced tea. I'll get you both a glass.
Thank you, Mom. Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to come back to such a tragedy.
Well, I think we're all very lucky that it wasn't any worse.
Yeah, I guess we were. So, you're back at Santa Barbara. I had the impression you were going to be gone for good.
I didn't mean to give Mama that impression. I always planned to come back for a visit now and then.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, just visiting. I understand that you and Cruz are quite an item now. When we were down in that tunnel, that's all he did was talk about you.
Really?
I gather he's very much in love with you. You're a lucky woman, you know. I always had such a crush on him, even when we were kids. Some kind of hero worshipping, I guess. But I think you should know he'd never even give you the time of day.
Well, if you stay around, maybe he'll give you a little bit more than that.
If you think I'm some kind of competition in Cruz's eyes, thank you very much for the compliment. But you can forget it.
Who's not interested? You or him?
Neither one of us anymore.
Oh.
Look, Eden, I just came back to get my luggage.
Your luggage, right.
Santana! Santana!
Oh, look at you! Hi! I thought you'd forgotten all about me by now.
No, I ask my mom about you all the time.
You do? Look how big you are. Are you happy?
Sure. I have a new father, too. And a new name. I'm a Capwell.
Didn't take Cece long, did it?
Are you back to stay?
No, honey, just for a visit. But I am so glad to see you. Oh.
Mommy, look, Santana's back.
Yes, I know, sweetheart.
Hello, Santana.
Hello, Cece. Before you ask, I think you should know I'm not going to stay. I'm just passing through. I left a piece of luggage here that I came back by for. Hi, Ted.
Hi. It's good to see you again. I'm gonna tell me what you've been up to, would you?
Sure.
Steal her away for a sec.
Rosa, would you take Brandon upstairs for a little while?
Yes, of course. Come on, Brandon. There's iced tea out there. You can have the one.
I think I'll have some.
Now, who's that? Young lady, I still want to have that talk with you later. Well, Mason.
Hi, Dad.
What do you want?
Well, I just thought I'd drop by and see how everyone was, pay my respects, you know.
Santana's here. I don't think it's a good time to come visiting.
Well, you know, when in doubt, do what the doubters do. Give it a try.
I don't think so.
Well, if that's how you want it.
That's how I want it.
Okay. Thank God he hasn't seen the tape yet. Gotta get it somehow.
Are you going to be here for about a half hour or so?
Probably longer.
I was wondering if maybe you might be able to give this note to Cruz. He's coming by to pick me up. It's his next clue.
Some kind of a game?
Yeah, it's a game.
I'll see that he gets it.
Thank you.
I don't want any arguments now. I want you to go upstairs and rest for a little while.
Well, can I use your bedroom? We've got a bigger TV set.
All right, you can watch TV till your heart's content.
I've been there for years.
Yeah, I know.
She's got to be kidding.
No, she said it was your next clue.
Back row at the Waverly Theater, third seated on the left. It's reserved for you. You'll enjoy the popcorn down to the last bite. I don't know what kind of ridiculous game we're playing here, but I think I'm having fun.
Well, I hope you win.
I have a feeling I'd better. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Hello? Will somebody please get the chain lock off the door? Amy! Come on, Amy, I'm sorry, okay? I know you're there. Jackie! Look, will somebody please get the chain lock off the door? Come on, what's going on? Jackie, I thought you said you were on my side. Okay, fine. I'll just wait out here until Marissa and Jade get home. You'll have to let them in. But I'm paying rent here, and I object to being locked out when I'm all paid up. This. Jackie, open up, come on! Jackie, please! Jackie, open up!
Now look, this isn't your average catered affair. I want it exactly like I described it, okay? All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, you haven't seen an extra. There you go.
Leaving today for London with Conway aboard SS Manchuria. Conway could tell nothing of his experiences.
Do with me one more time. Get out of here. Thanks. I'm sorry.
Well, all right, give it to the best. All of it? Yes, as well, all of it. Yes. I'll dispatch a convoy to meet you.
Remember the park where we had the picnic? That's your destination. But first, stop at the dry cleaners shown on the attached slip. And put on what they give you. I'm waiting. You're trying to wear me out, darling. It's not going to work.
Well, how's that? Comfortable?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, you got your remote control, so you're all set. You want me to have Rosa fix you anything to eat?
No, I'm not hungry. It's great having all this attention here, Dad.
Enjoy it while you can, sport.
Okay. Dad?
Yes.
Look, I just kind of want to apologize for blowing up the way I did about the Channing business.
It's all right.
No, I shouldn't have. It's just that I felt like I was being treated like a kid, and I don't want to be treated like a kid all my life.
Listen to me, son. You saved Gina from Hank Judson today. Now, you proved to me that you're not a kid. You proved it to a lot of other people. So, you don't worry about it now. Nobody's going to treat you like that anymore. I'm proud of you. I want you to know that. And I know Channing would be proud of
you. Thanks.
Now, get some sleep. We'll wake you at dinner time.
Okay.
Hello, Dad. I can imagine how surprised you are to see me on this tape in your bedroom, but there's a good reason for it. I guess you know me well enough by now to know that there's a good reason for just about everything I do. In a few seconds, I'm going to show you a series of photographs that I think you'll find very interesting.
Jackie! Come on, Jackie, open the door. Why did you have the door locked?
I didn't want to let the boogeyman in. I'm on the phone. Hold on. Hello? They still have me on hold. You know, every time you call a government office to get some answers, they always put you on hold and you're asking for a lot of trouble.
Found the telegram outside.
So you did, huh?
Look, Jackie, they'll find him, okay? I know they
No,
will.
they won't. No, they won't. But I'll be okay. I really am. And listen, you're not going to have to worry about my laying it on Amy because I won't do it. I can handle it just fine.
Jackie, I'm sorry. Listen, if there's anything...
I can handle it. I really can. Damn it! Why don't they come back on the phone?
Oh, Ted. I thought for a minute you had to come through the service entrance. I didn't know you'd be here.
Thought I was Dad.
Well, yeah, it's his bedroom.
Damn it, Mason, what have you done?
Uh-oh. You seen the tape, huh?
Mason, how could you do a thing like that?
Well, I was hoping to get to it before anybody played it. I didn't want anybody to see it.
Except for Dad.
No. Originally I'd planned for him to see it, but after the cave-in, I changed my mind. I just sort of forgot about it in all the excitement.
You forgot?
Yeah. I know how shocked you must be.
Mason, this would just about kill Dad. And this isn't even true. You just made this up so you could get back at Dad.
Ted, maybe it's time you met Channing's lover. He's a nice guy, a little uptight.
Would you shut up? Stop it! Mason, how many times are you going to keep going on before you felt you've had enough revenge, huh?
Look, Ted, I don't know why you're turning on me. I'm not responsible for other people's imperfections.
Yeah, but you're responsible for calling people's attention to them.
I did this because I felt it was my duty, that's all.
Your duty?
Yeah.
Man, you make me sick!
Ted, take it easy, okay?
Don't tell me to take it easy, Mason. You just don't tell me anything at all.
Look, for one thing, I never intended for you to see the tape. I certainly didn't think that it would affect you that way. I guess you are still just a kid. Maybe it's time you wised up, Ted. Realize what kind of man your brother Channing really was. He was the lowest form of human life, Ted.
Damn it!
Ted, don't make me hit you. Ted, come on.
Let go of me!
Calm down.
All right, what the devil's going on in here? Stop it! Stop it, both of you now. What started all this? Ted, wait a minute. You stay here. I want to find out what this is all about.
Well, I think this has done quite enough damage for one day.
Oh, yes, honey, I am.
Can I just stay longer? I want to show you how well I can read. Remember you used to always help me?
You bet I remember.
Are you leaving forever?
Oh, no, of course not. I'll be back for visits. It's just that there are some people that think I should go, and I guess it would be a lot better if I did.
I don't want you to go.
That's very sweet of you, and that makes me feel a whole lot better, too.
We're best friends. Please, please stay.
Well, we'll see about that.
Wait, I want to go get my mommy and tell her to ask you too.
You leaving?
Yes.
Wasn't much of a visit.
No.
Well, if you're leaving on my account, please don't. I'm not going to cause you any more trouble. Not big on lost causes.
It's okay. I just don't feel that I belong here anymore.
Something about you. Done some living since you've been away, huh?
Some.
Well, I meant what I said. If you want to stay, I'm not going to cause you any more trouble.
I'm not leaving because of you, Mason.
Can you forgive me for the way I acted the last time we were together?
Not easily. But in time, maybe. Besides, I don't remember behaving all that well myself.
Well, I forgive you too. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
She's beautiful and therefore to be wooed. She is girls never make passes at men slow as molasses. Hurry to the clearing, and everything will be made clear. It better.
Dad, we were all caught up in this obsession of finding his killer and making sure he got punished. But it was your obsession, Dad. And you laid it on all of us.
Are you saying that you didn't want his killer found and punished?
Of course I did, but Dad, we're running around blaming everybody in sight.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Oh, okay. What about Joe Perkins, huh? And the 5 years he spent in prison?
I thought he was guilty.
Yeah, and you made us all think that, too. After that, man, I was willing to implicate Warren Lockridge. And since then, Lakin hasn't forgiven me, and I don't blame her.
Ted, listen.
You know, that we did this all for you, that's my whole point. You know, whatever you wanted, we had to want. Whatever you believed, we had to believe.
No, you did it because you loved Channing, because you wanted justice.
Yeah, I loved Channing. Oh, how perfect he was. The absolute gentleman. Perfect sportsman. Model for all of us to copy.
And he was.
No, I don't think so anymore, Dad. In fact, I think he was a long way from being perfect.
If you're criticizing Channing because of his affair with Santana, you've no right to. He was just amusing himself with her, and he got her pregnant. But he was man enough to stand up and face his responsibilities.
He didn't face anything, Dad. You did it, man. You took care of everything for him, just like you took care of all of his problems. You know, I'm starting to think that you had a lot to do with the way he was. You know, pushing around, moving into my places, living his life for him. And then in the end, Channing let you turn him into something I don't think he wanted to be, Dad.
I don't know what you're talking about. You know, all of this is a result of something that Mason has told you.
No, Dad. It's a result of something I saw.
Saw what?
It doesn't matter. I have to deal with it my own way. And maybe someday you're going to have to deal with it too, Dad, but I'm not going to be the one to tell you. Now, I'm going out.
No, you're not going anywhere now.
Dad, please, just let me go.
I don't want this to be a contest of wills. But you just got home from the hospital now. The doctor told you to rest. I want you to go upstairs and lay down for a while.
Dad, I'm going out, and I meant it. Now, please, just get out of my way.
I'm blown away. How did you manage this?
Necessity is the mother of invention.
So is having $1 million. This can't have come cheap.
Price is no object when you're going after a priceless object. How, I asked myself, can I lure a very clever, very popular detective into a lonely clearing in the wood? And I acted accordingly.
You seem to know a lot of appropriate quotations.
Hours of research.
They were fun. You should see me doing Shakespeare by the bush over there. I was real, you know. I'm sorry I didn't meet you at the hospital. I got tied up.
Never mind. Not interested in that anymore. I was really afraid I was going to lose you in that cave-in. Do you know that I actually prayed for you? I think it was the first time in years that I ever prayed for anyone. God must have thought, who's that? That's when I realized how much I love you. And how much I need you.
You don't know what that means to me. It's the sweetest music to my ears, baby.
I decided that I don't want it to be the way it was anymore. The thought of losing you is much more frightening than the prospect of being with you forever.
Does this mean what I hope it means?
No more questions. We have to have a toast.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My pleasure. To what?
To you. To the only real man I know. To the handsomest, the most desirable, to the brightest and the best. I feel so lucky to have you. If I haven't told you before, I'm telling you now.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But I can't drink to me.
Then drink to us. Drink.
Oh, wait a minute. There's something in the bottom of my glass. Hope it's not a worm.
I think there's only worms in tequila, not champagne. What is it?
I don't know. What do you think it is?
Good heavens, it looks like an engagement ring, doesn't it? Why don't you try it on?
I'll try anything once. It wasn't meant for me. Too small. What about you, lady? You want to take a chance? It's a perfect fit.
It's astonishing.
You know, there's a question that goes along with a ring like this.
I know there is. But let me ask it. Will you marry me, Cruz?